And the situation can be a make or break for your future career. So, because of all of those aspects, a job interview becomes one of the most basic fundamental tests of your confidence. Now, how do you manifest confidence in this situation? At Next Class, we empower teams and individuals to reach the next level by giving access to great learning opportunities. My name is Candy Granados. I am an instructional designer, training facilitator, and the Chief Learning Officer of Next Class. Next Class was started in 2022 when my business partner, Ted Canlas, and I decided that we'd like to be able to give equal development opportunities to people who would like to get their career jump started and get them to the next level. Ted and I started in corporate some decades ago. We were together in our first jobs ever as customer service representatives in a pharmaceutical company, and in two more different companies in a corporate setting as well. We met each other again and worked together. Throughout those years, what we observed and what we realized, let's talk about confidence or the lack thereof. Think about the people that you deem confident. They usually look well put together, they sound articulate, they look like they're very sure of what they're doing. I'm sure you have those personalities in your mind, speakers that you admire, or managers, bosses, or even colleagues in the workplace that you feel are, role models of confidence. Usually, they look like they have it together. They are very sure of themselves. Confidence to me is a manifestation of competence and courage. So it's a combination of being sure of your skills and at the same time being able to have the courage to do the things that may not always be comfortable for you. So confidence is a manifestation of competence and courage. Now, one of the times you will most likely be tested for your confidence in the workplace is a job interview. Yan. So a lot of us, if you're a working adult like myself, for sure, you've gone to a job interview, maybe several times in your life, no? Think about it. A job interview is one of the most basic fundamental tests of confidence because one, you're being asked for your skills. You're being asked to talk about your skills. And you're being tested if you can do your job. In an hour or maybe just 30 minutes of an interview, imagine that you've had to kind of prove that you can actually do the job. That's really what an interview is. And the situation can be a make or break for your future career. So because of all of those aspects, a job interview becomes one of the most basic fundamental tests of your confidence. Now, how do you manifest confidence in this situation? In the early stages of my career, I usually approach interviews as a question and answer portion. I wait for the question and then I answer. Throughout the years, I've been able to prepare canned answers for the interview questions that are usually thrown at me. But later on, what I realized is that if I approach an interview as a problem-solving situation, rather than a showcase of myself, my confidence actually comes out better. I'm able to manifest my competence and my courage better to the interviewer. And I've tried it several times when I was still working for corporate. In several interviews, I've approached it as a problem-solving situation rather than just a simple question and answer showcase of my own skills and my own experiences. How does this look like now? How do you approach an interview as a problem-solving situation? Of course, your interviewer will have standard questions that they will ask you. Answer those because those are the basic things that they've already prepared that might help them test you better for the job. So you answer those. How it becomes a problem-solving conversation that can really bring out your confidence and allow you to really showcase your competence for the job is when you are given the chance to ask your own questions. That usually happens around the middle or the end part of an interview na. So your interviewer is going to ask you, do you have any questions for me? Okay? Never miss that chance of asking your own questions. And here are some of the things that you can ask your interviewer. What are you looking for this position to solve once it's filled? What is this person going to be involved in? You know, like what projects this person is going to be involved in. Or you can ask directly, what problem would you want me to focus on immediately if I get hired? Asking those questions are going to help you assess as well internally what among your arsenal of skills and previous experiences you can bring to the job. And you can confidently talk to your interviewer about how in the past you've been able to address similar situations or similar problems. It now becomes a conversation between you and the interviewer about the job and not just about you. No? So you can ask those questions. I've tried it several times in my life, wherein I'm being interviewed for a job, but instead of, you know, just letting the interviewer go when they tell me that, when they ask me if I have questions, I ask questions on what problems I can solve, what situation is the team currently in, what is the composition of the team, what are the company's objectives or the goals that they would like to solve. That's why they're trying to hire for the job. Once I've asked those questions and we got into a conversation, I personally felt more confident to talk about what I've done in the past. It's allowed me to better give very specific examples of how I've solved similar situations in the past. And I realized that that also made me more confident without having to really put so much focus on myself. Because a lot of time, the anxiety of, you know, having to talk about ourselves or having to do things like this, wherein you're put into such a spotlight, can give you that feeling that you're being anxious, you're not sure if you're doing the right thing. But once you try to take away the focus from yourself and focus on the problems and the contribution that you can bring to the table, especially in such a situation as a job interview, the confidence naturally comes in because it becomes a discussion between you and that person on how you can work together and how what you've had before and what you can further do down the line can be of contribution to the problem, the role, or the position that they're trying to fill for. No? It's not a competition between you and the interviewer. Sometimes it can feel that way whenever you are put in a situation that you've had to manifest your confidence. It's not a competition between you and the person who's asking you questions or interviewing you. It's a conversation. It's a situation that needs a discussion. And when you try to keep that in mind, the flow can come better. The flow can come out better. Na? So the next time you're put in a situation that's testing your confidence, such as a job interview, focus on the situation, not on yourself. Ask for specific issues that you can help solve and contribute on, and focus on what you can bring to the table rather than, you know, making yourself look good for the sake of looking good. I hope I have given you something to think about today. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel so that you can see more videos about personal development. Keep learning and keep going. Take the next class. Let's talk about confidence or the lack thereof.